Hello everybody. Today we'll be learning lesson 6 of our C programming language, that is data types revisited. In this lesson we'll be discussing about what are all the different data types that we can use in our C program other than the only 3 main data types that we have and discussed till now. We'll be discussing in this chapter all the long and short integers and signed and unsigned integer types, and then signed and unsigned characters. Then we go for float and double, where can we use, what is the use of this data types, and then how are they stored in the C. Here, as I said you, we could have only 3 varieties of data types in C language. They are int, char and float. These 3 are the main data types that we have. They can be a doubt for everybody, like how can they write that huge programs by using only 3 data types. The absolute answer for that type of question is this lesson today. All the other data types that we use are derived from these data types further for different purposes where we use, and for appropriateness for that particular value that we have to enter, and so many things. Okay, they can be derived from many data types in C. In fact, number of data types can be derived in C. In principle, they are really unlimited. Now also we can derive a new data type and make use of that data type in our C programming. As I said you, long and short integer data types. As int holds only 2 bytes of memory, we use long and short data types to make sure that some other extent of the memory space can be used, some other extent of the values that we have to store in integer data type. The range of this depends upon the compiler, because for C compiler that is different, for C++ compiler that is different. We see for Turbo C or Turbo C or Turbo C++ are 16-bit compilers whose range is from -32768 to 32767, whereas for a 32-bit compiler like Visual Studio or GCC, we have this range of long and short integers. C offers variations of integer data types to provide short and long, though we discuss here it as long integer and short integer, but usually in C we write it as long or short integer values. Here are few simple examples. For short and long integers that occupies 2 or 4 bytes respectively. For short integers that has at least 2 bytes of data, like for example, if the memory allocation starts for short type of integers, that should be minimum of 2 bytes, and for long it should be minimum 4 bytes, right? And that is for short that can never be bigger than integers, and int also can never be bigger than longs. Long we have long integer data types which are furthermore bigger when compared to short integer data types. Here when it comes for compilers, for 32-bit compilers like Turbo C or C++, we have short value as 2 bytes, int as 2 bytes, and long is also 4 bytes. For 32, short is 2 and int value is 4, whereas long is also 4. The difference here is only because of the different compiler. Long integer causes program to run slower because as the memory allocation for long integer is bigger, the value that have to be stored also increases. Then while the program execution starts from the beginning, when you declare a variable in long, again execution for that procedure takes place. That is the reason why that makes the program bit slower. But obviously the range is tremendously so much as long as a user can use it. Okay, the value of long is like this big size how much ever value that you have to store, it can obviously fall into this number. For simple examples, you can simply write as a variable declaration for long as long and whatever variable you want to give, and short and whatever short variable that you want to give. When you come to the next term, integers of signed and unsigned. Here in this we'll be discussing about what sign that integer is having, like for positive or negative. Before we declare an integer as unsigned, almost all the doubles of the large possibles it can be available. That means though we declare it as signed or unsigned, but in default it will be a signed integer. Like a positive value, like positive sign is always assigned for any kind of value that you enter into a C. There is also a extinct or short unsigned int and a long unsigned int. By default, a short is a signed short int and long is a signed long int. As I said you, if we don't try to specify there if it is a positive or negative value, by default it will be a positive value. When you come for char, signed and unsigned, as in the case of integer, the same repeats here. When you declare character data type or character variable, you give a sign in front of it or you either don't give. When you don't give, that is obviously considered as a signed integer. Like this is a simple syntax where you declare a char statement or character variable a, and since we did not mention any sign in front of it, it is considered as a positive value. But what actually happens inside the system is that this a or this ch, whatever we are trying to declare under character data type, is converted into ASCII, which is equivalent number of 65, and then that value of a, that is 65, is stored in in place of whatever value you store. For our understanding purpose, it is displayed as capital A only, but when it comes to the system point of view, it is the ASCII number or the binary number. If 65's binaries can be stored, then minus 55's binary can also be stored, right? Then this is the unsigned integer, that you give a sign in front of the integer value. Unsigned char or signed char ranges are being displayed here. Signed char is ranging from minus 128 to 127, whereas for unsigned it is 0 to 255. Any number of characters from 0 to 255 can be used as a variable for giving a character data types. Float and double. Float and double are majorly used for storing decimal point values. Like for example, if I want to store 2.5 into a as an integer type, that cannot be allowed into int because it would consider as 2, but whereas in float it allows. The only difference from int and float is this, that float can store all decimal point values. This occupies 4 bytes of memory, and the range of float data type is minus 3.4E38 to plus 3.4E38. And if this is insufficient, then C offers double. Double is the much higher range compared to float. The same criteria falls down for both float and double, but the only difference is double still can store the further decimal points when compared to float, and their ranges are the same that the ranges are also here displayed. If real number that lies even beyond the range of double, then what? Then there comes long double into the picture. Long double is having 10 bytes in memory. We cannot give number or any kind of value more than 10 bytes. So till now it is considered as a long double, being the highest memory space that contains in or highest range, I have to actually tell about highest range that actually contains for data types. A simple example, you can simply write double and then give a variable declaration for a if you want, and any kind of population or any other word that we desire and that we appropriately suit for the code that we are writing. Right, these are all the data types that we have discussed till now, and all the ranges and which type of bytes they are in, and how they use for scanf statements if they have to be read from the keyword. Okay, these can be useful for when we wanted to learn what is the range of each and every data type. Storages in C. There are basically 4 types of storage in C: automatic storage class, registered, static, and external. Automatic always stores, like you write a code, it is automatically stored. Registered says like using this registered storage will only store that particular data into that. And all these rules as we discussed here, like static storage class only if you want the value to be present between the functions, whereas for registered there is only those variables that is having very often in a program. For external storage we use variables that are being almost everywhere in the program, and whereas for auto storage it is like always whenever we mention any kind of statement into a code or any kind of program, that will be automatically stored. Here comes the summary of what all we have discussed till now. We have gone through different variations of primary data types like long, short ends, signed and unsigned characters, float, double, and long double, which long double is having the highest range. By default the value is signed. If you don't give any kind of sign in front of a value or variable that you value that you have to give, it is always considered as a positive by the system. And the maximum value is the number of bytes that a memory is allocated for that particular data type. We can make use of all the proper storages like auto, register, static, and external to control all the properties of variables. Like any type of variable that you want to be written as per your requirement, then all these type of storages can be used when they come into that particular situation into the picture. This is all about today's class or today's lesson that we have gone through. You feel difficulty at any point of time or anywhere that you couldn't understand, or you feel like this is to be explained still more, you please write through into the comment section, and I'll make sure that I'll be back for back clearing that doubt that you were not able to understand. Thank you.